Hello, you're welcome to the Lagos Fashion and Design Week, and we're shooting live from the venue. And with me here is the very organizer, the very delectable Yemi Akerele, the host and founder of this particular wonderful, exceptional initiative. Mrs. Yemi, I mean, how has it been? This is the 5th year of organizing Lagos Fashion and Design Week.
Um, Thank you. I mean, first things first, thanks for having me on your show. Considering it sounds so businesslike and serious. But yes, it's the fifth year since we started organizing Lagos Fashion and Design Week, and it's not been a very easy process, but we're here, and that's what counts. It's been quite a bit of hard work. It's been consistency. It's been a bit of dedication. It's been lots of sleepless nights and lots of incredible amounts of teamwork. You know, people working tirelessly behind the scenes to make and ensure that all this comes together. It's been with the great help and support of our sponsors, you know, from Heineken to Maybelline Nigeria, to British Council, to Sterling Bank, Nigerian Export Promotion Council, different people playing different Feiruz, playing different roles to ensure that you can see all of this and it can happen in this level.
You must have seen a vast amount of opportunities in the fashion industry for you to want to come up with an idea like this. I mean, we would like to know, how was it starting up? Because, you know, basically one thing about starting up stuff in Nigeria is you start up and at some point, you know, because of the sponsorship or financial commitments and all that, you tend to like drop. So how was it for you starting up a huge event like this that you make sure happens every year?
I need to let you know we didn't start out huge. We started out a bit small. I mean, and we're still small compared to what a fashion week platform does and what they do and the size of it and the size of the initiatives. But we started out really small, and it took a lot trying to convince our sponsors at the time to come on board with us. But they did believe in us. They believed in the vision. They saw potential in the market. They saw, you know, it was MTN. They were our first partners. They saw fashion as a powerful tool of communication for their brand, and it was a great synergy. And then, of course, you know, over the years we've worked with other people, and now we're working with Heineken. And for them, they've also seen value in the brand, as you know, fashion is a key driver in several economies. If you look at Britain, for example, you know, the fashion and retail sector is one of the key drivers of the economy. If you think about, you know, the contribution, for example, if you think about the size of Africa, the African retail market and the figures, and you know, if you think about the number of people that are in Africa as a whole, if you think about how fashion can sit in all of that to contribute to, you know, the growing GDP or economy of this continent.
I'm even coming to that. I'm coming to the GDP contribution. I mean, globally, clothing and textile industry has been able to rake in close to about 20-something billion dollars since 2010, and forecast research says by the end of this year it will be almost doubled the same amount. I mean, that's like a growth rate by, let's say, 4% every year, annual growth rate. So there has to be enormous potential in this country. I mean, for a brand like Lagos Fashion and Design Week to come up and want to explore and to show people that, hey, in Nigeria here, there are a lot of, you know, young, creative, talented people who can do these things. So we'd like to find out, basically, I mean, how do you generate revenue for your business, the brand?
I mean, for the Lagos Fashion and Design Week platform, I need to let you know that because it's generally sponsorship driven, you know, so even though, yes, we get a fee for producing it, in reality, the platform itself has not started generating revenue. So you generate revenue when you're able to leverage off different collateral from the show.
Right.
For example, we allow everyone to come in and shoot clips from this. That's a way revenue generating stream. But the market is not sophisticated enough to understand that. You know, content is king. So imagine if we had all that content and we were not willing to share with people. So the bigger you get, the easier it is for you to generate revenue. So at that point, we can actually control and say we're only allowing 1 or 2 people to film this, because the only way you can have access to it is if you get it from us. And to get it from us, you need to pay X amount of money. You know, collateral comes from products. It's product driven. Collateral comes from, you know, eyeballs, how you're going to turn this physical products into something you can make revenue from. So we're not there yet, but that's the plan. Eventually we will get there, you know, and hopefully by then the industry and the people around us will understand and have a better appreciation for fashion. So when we do, position ourselves to make money from the platform,
Yeah, and
everyone, it would be a win-win situation because the designers would be benefiting from what they do, and then we would be benefiting from the whole platform as a whole.
great. Now we're talking from this program, from the panelists, we're able to discover that China bought over the patency rights of some local textile. And I don't know how you received that information, but I'm sure a lot of people in here that got that same information were shocked. I mean, when we are talking about the huge potentials in this fashion industry, will have room to dominate, if not take over completely, the global trend in fashion. You here as a representative of the fashion industry, how do you think we can be able to drive this wonderful objective, this wonderful goal of trying to make this sector, this fashion industry sector of the country, dominant? How do you think we can be able to drive that?
Nigerians we can steer the conversation the way we want to. Africans in general, we can steer the conversation the way we want to. You know why? Because we have the numbers. If you think about the population of the African continent as a whole, and you compare it to, several other countries. I mean, the only people that probably top us would probably be India, China, in terms of numbers. So if we're able as a continent to work together, if we can concentrate and focus on, Pan-African or intra-African trade, how do I get my products from Nigeria to Ghana and then make sure I have presence in Angola, and at the same time you find me in Zimbabwe, and at the same time you find me in Kenya, and I'm a fashion brand who's Nigerian. That's the beginning. You can own the conversation. They will come looking for you. So
yeah, and spreading your tentacles to the grassroots, you're doing something already, a collaboration with the British Council to reward some young entrepreneurs and best stylists, the best fashion, and all that. A lot of people might say that's the right move in the right direction, right? But for some people, they would want to know how you intend to spread this. I mean, this is something that happens in Lagos. This is something that a whole lot of people might not be privy to come, to attend, but they can hear about it and they would want to be a part of this wonderful initiative. How do you intend to spread this across the country?
yeah, I mean, it's all resources driven. With more resources, you can do a lot. And beyond resources as well, you can decide to go digital, which is a space we're willing to play in until we do have enough resources at our disposal. So yes, we do go to Port Harcourt and Abuja, but we're conscious enough to know that that's not it. So we need to find out how we can go to Ibadan, we can go to Aba, we can also go to Enugu, we can also go to Ilorin, we can go to Ondo. You know what I mean? Go to several cities that we know can have, and really do have fashion creatives who would benefit from this platform as a whole. And beyond that as well is also working with people across Nigeria who also have similar platforms within their cities, and it's about collaboration, cross collaboration of some sort. So it's a group of people with like minds, with similar drive, similar passion for what we do, working together to collaborate for a bigger purpose.
And on a lighter note, I'm a company, right, interested in sponsorship. How on earth can you be able to convince me to partner with you, and what's the assurance, what's the guarantee that the revenue generated will be really interesting?
Well, I always say to people that that's really interesting. Return on investment sometimes is not, fashion is not, the return on investment is not quick. Fashion is not, it's not music. So you have like 100 people download, something, or 2 million people download a song and it's a hit instantly. It's fashion. It's the trickle-down effect, and that's what you need to watch out for. So if you're a sponsor and you're interested in partnering with fashion, you need to be in it for the long term. You can't think it's not a 6 month, oh, I'm in and out, get what I want out of it and I'm gone, So you have to be there for the long term, because when you pull out, that might just be the second that it's about to take off to the next level, and guess what, you're out of the conversation, and someone else who wasn't a part of the story in the beginning comes in and boom, that's it. So that's what makes fashion special. That's what makes fashion at the same time tricky. So you've just got to keep your finger on the pulse.